Well, if you look at the sign on the outside of the building, it says built in 1936. It was actually started 5 years before that as a general store. What a lot of people don't know is before the 7 Mile Bridge, the only way to get to Key West was by the ferry at the end of the road here. And you took a ferry from Lower Matacumbe to No Name Key. So this started off as a general store, bait and tackle shop, and most of the people that they had were local fishermen and tourists that were coming through to Key West. That was in the early 30s. At one point in time when business was slow, they tried to have a brothel here for a while. But the joke goes that the fishermen that were coming to the brothel were better looking than the women that worked here, so it was pretty short-lived. It stayed kind of the same for a while. In the 60s, 2 brothers from Italy bought the place. That's when they kind of converted it to a restaurant and bar. That's where the pizza came from. They wrote the original recipe down on the wall so that the cooks in the kitchen could copy it day after day. And it's still the same recipe we use today. People ask about the money on the walls and the ceilings. About 30 years ago it started. A customer had a crush on the bartender. So when he left that day, he left his name and number on the dollar bill for his tip. So she tacked it up on the wall behind the bar. And more people would leave notes for other people on their dollar bills, and here we are 30 years later. Most of them they either have someone's name and the dates that they were here, and in fact, if you take the time and you look around, you'll see spots where families have come back year after year after year. You know, they leave a little piece of history when they're here. Come out, have a cold beer, the best pizza in the known universe, some wings, and leave a dollar bill and become a part of history at the pub.